Welcome back to the video, everyone. And today I want to talk to you about school security and what needs to be done. First of all, every school needs a threat awareness evaluation. There is not going to be one size fits all because schools are not the same. Schools have multiple floors, sometimes they don't. Suburban schools are different from rural schools. Rural schools are different from city schools. You got multi-level buildings, different areas. How big is the school? When the hours are they open? How many kids in the school? All that has to be taken into consideration. Anyway, this is the basics that needs to be done. First of all, it has to be layered protection. Not just one guy with a shoot me first security shirt by the door who can be taken out real easily. You need to have layered protection, more than one guy, and maybe a few guys depending on how big your school is, but you need to have a mixture of both uniformed armed guards and uniformed plainclothes people. You want the armed guards for the presence, and you want the plainclothes guys for the element of surprise. Like I said, depending on how your school runs things, and my school district, all the buses come in at the same time in the morning, so it's a major target. The buses all come in at the same time, they all let them out. Front door is right up before the kids come in. If you want to take the kids out, that's the time to do it. So that needs to have layered protection. Same thing at the end of the day, when they're all coming out, going home or to wherever program they have to go. And during recess, a lot of schools have wide open basic fences. You can really hop over the fence and do a lot of damage. Well, there needs to be layered protection out there as well. And I think these guys need to know how to handle fires and be medically trained, not just on basic first aid, but they need to know how to handle bullet wounds, stab wounds, damage done from bombs. Because the way things go, if you got call 911, you'll have a bunch of EMTs went outside ready to come in. The only problem is, until SWAT comes in, the police department clear the area, those EMTs are not coming in. That is a lot of time wasted right there. So I think those guys need to be have advanced medical training to handle bullet wounds, stab wounds, fire, bomb, in hopes they can hold the fort down till the EMTs get there, the paramedics get there, and they can be sent to the hospital. I think there needs to be a plan of what we do when bad weather happens. There needs to be a plan when we do a fire drill. How do we do those things? School trips. What do we do when buses come in doing school trips? Do we send an armed guard out during a school trip? Every school's different. Every school's got to make a decision, but the basics is that we need to be armed. It needs to be layered protection. You need to have armed presence and plain clothes for the element of surprise. They need to have advanced medical training to handle all kinds of disasters. Like I said, bullets, cuttings, stabbings, bombs. So and I'm talking from my experience doing 3 years as a school security guard. I talk about law enforcement training here. Like I said, it's not going to be a one size fits all. Every school needs a threat awareness to come in and evaluate what the school needs, how much they need, and if you can, get volunteers. I realize it's going to cost a lot of money. And if you live in an area like I do in New York State, where we get taxed a lot on property taxes, I understand you want to pay property taxes, but if you want to have security, well, you may have to bring volunteers. Bring in volunteers who are retired law enforcement, military, or even civilians. There are a lot of civilians out there who do know the law because they work as armored car guards, they work as armed guards, they do bodyguard work. I'm getting sick of tired of people putting down civilians, they can't do the job. There are a lot of civilians out there who I know, who I shot with, I would trust to watch my back than some of the law enforcement out there because they spent more time practicing with their weapon. It's the truth, folks. I'm sorry. I gotta tell you, I gotta be truthful. I'm not gonna lie to you. So, that's my thing for school security as a starting blueprint. Like I said, every school's different. Every school has different needs. But for starters, that's what needs to be done. All right, everyone, let me know what you think. If you got any suggestions, let me know. I'm open to them. In the meantime, pray for our children, pray for their school safety, and when they're released back into your care, protect your loved ones, practice with your weapon, because if you don't do it, no one else will protect you. Be blessed. We'll talk to you later.